Hi, I just got back from the National Speakers Association Influence 2016 conference, and as many attendees would attest to, speakers and experts were willing to share so much information. Drinking from the fire hose was a phrase I often heard, so I decided to create a framework to help you and your team contextualize it. This framework goes from strategy to operations. I attended Influence 2016 to get inspired, to reboot myself, and that was accomplished fantastically. But I also learned that inspiration comes from many other sources, like the emotional stories shared from the platform, mastermind groups, and for me, making new friends at the conference, even though I'm slightly introverted. A shout out to one of those new friends, Michael Hoffman, for helping me with that. Some came to understand how to market their business using tools like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, etc. The great thing is that you don't have to use all of them. Just start out with a few ones that you think will be most effective. Mobile and online videos are effective channels as well. Some came to learn about the formats to help our clients. Those include consulting, speaking, training, retreats, keynotes, podcasting, and things like that. Of course, you have to develop content. The format of the content includes things like first organizing what you have, books, videos, slides, etc. Your actual content, however, will be uniquely yours. Here's where you would define your signature move, for example. Some came to learn platform skills. This was not necessarily the focus of the conference. All this has to be operationalized under your unique brand. Many came to understand how to strengthen their brand, while others came to develop theirs from scratch. The session on developing your lunch line pitch was a great exercise for this. With all this though, you have to be clear about your business model. How are you going to reach your clients, help them, and make money as you do that? Will your speaking engagements feed into your consulting? Are you going to keep cold calling? Are you going to establish a community and develop your relational authority? If you want this to work, you have to identify your strengths because that forms the backbone of your business, especially if it's a small operation. Make sure you capture them all to know how to leverage them. You also have to know your weaknesses and the things that you may not be interested in doing. Are you going to develop your weaknesses or outsource them? You may not want to do administrative work, then outsource it. Then, even if you figured all this out, you need plans to make the relevant boxes in this framework come alive. If you have no content, you create a plan on having that organized. If you want to do more 3-day retreats, then have a plan for that. All plans should have actionable items with deadlines. Then, you have a bunch of things to do to make that happen. This includes working the plan, holding yourself accountable, and so on. We heard that it's best to customize your delivery for your clients. Canned speeches don't cut it anymore. You may develop templates to standardize the way you collect and/or share information and scale your business. Like inspiration, you may want to think deeply about your purpose. This will inspire you even more. One can never stop learning, so you have to make sure that you do the things that will help you to be on top of your game. All this you do for your customer. But who are they? Know them and what value you will add to them. Speak to somebody, not everybody, as one speaker urged us. Notice how not all the boxes are of equal size. The size of each box represents the importance that part is to my business. In my work, content is important, so that box is bigger, while templates not so much, so that's smaller. Another thing you can do is to color the boxes on a red to green scale. Red are the things that you need to focus on, while green is the one that you can leave as it is. This gives you a sense of how to prioritize and how you're going to implement all the things that you learned at NSA Influence. For instance, if this is my framework, I'm a yellow in formats. I share my knowledge well enough through consulting, but I can improve on other areas like speaking and training. Be careful to not put the things that you don't really care about. If keynoting is not your thing, then it should not be on the framework because it doesn't matter to your business. Hope this framework helps you. Now go forth and conquer the world. Thanks for listening.